This is the time to put 10 minutes on the clock, and all my guests and I break down all the latest breaking news. It's time for a quickie. So I'm going to start that poll right now. I'm going to start that clock, I should say. It's time for that quickie. Let's go to the panel, guys. All right, guys. So a lot going on. Jordan, how happy are you tonight, by the way? How happy is Jordan Sell tonight? We're talking about He-Man. We're talking about Papa was saying Peppy wins. We'll see, man. What do you think? Are you excited about that He-Man picture? You put that out to me. You saw Dolph Lundgren, He-Man. Is this your He-Man?
I'm not sure. He looks like the action figure. I mean, if you guys remember the action figure was built, but goddamn was he short. He-Man wasn't a big man.
Yeah, but Dolph Lundgren was. Will he play like some kind of older, kind of like wise man or something? What do you think?
Like hero?
Yeah, the hero. I know.
Like King Grayskull? I could see him being like King Grayskull.
I would love
like
that,
from
man.
the afterlife, like kind of speaking, kind of like a sage thing, kind of like the Jedi from the afterlife speaking to He-Man. I could see that.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great. I think that'd be fun, man. I love He-Man. I love Dolph Lundgren, and he did so good in that movie. Even though the movie like people like fucking trash on it, it's a good movie.
Dude, I love that movie.
It's so good.
It's a guilty pleasure, dude.
Yeah.
I love all them old type movies. I loved them. Dude. You know what? This is not a very popular thing, but I liked him in The Punisher.
Oh, okay. I didn't mind him in The Punisher. That's fine.
It was a different type. It was before Marvel got cool and everything. I mean, they tried in the 80s, but I thought it was pretty decent. I loved watching that out growing up.
And Frank Langella was so fucking. He's so good as Skeletor, man. Skeletor, you know, he's so good.
It's Frank Langella.
Okay, GR's got the rules for me here tonight. He's good. Fantastic Four, though, Jordan. Do you see any world this rumor is right? They're putting the second one, the slate, before the horse actually drank the water?
Like Brandon said, though, I mean, they do. A lot of these do get sequels unless they totally bomb. And then they still get a sequel, but it's kind of like remade. Like Captain Marvel did great in theaters, but terrible views.
Whoa! Oh, the first one did great, but the second one did not do great.
No, the first one. But what I'm saying is, it got trashed afterward. Brie Larson got trashed. So what they do, instead of giving her a sequel, they revamped it so she has two side characters to help her out, so you don't have to deal with her much.
Dude, but I still think this it's a tragedy what happened with that movie, because you would think that it would have done great. You have a lot of like amazing talent there, but just people don't want to see it. People don't want to see it.
Well, I think what's happening with Marvel is people seen the first Captain Marvel because it came out between Infinity War and Endgame, and they wanted to continue the story. Same thing with Ant-Man. The second Ant-Man, not a very good movie. The second Ant-Man, kind of like a throw.
Third one's great. I'm just saying, watch the third one.
It's not great, but I would put it better than the second one.
It is.
But I will say the second one had Walton Goggins in it, though.
Oh, he's so good. I will not say Walter Goggins. I'll say Walton Goggins. I can own up to that shit all day.
I think they're banking on the fact that it's Marvel and everybody. This is a big deal. They finally got the rights back to Fantastic Four. People are going to watch this. I don't know. I think it depends on how Superman does. If Superman gets great reviews, I think it could hurt Fantastic Four. If Superman gets shitty reviews, people stop going to see it, I think it'll do good for him.
Are you worried about Superman, Jordan, at all? Are you worried?
Not really, because now take this for what it is, because it's always rumors out there, but somebody claims that they've seen the first 30 minutes of Superman, and it is the animated series. So if you like the animated series growing up, this is your Superman. It's that world where, if you remember the animated series, we were just thrown into that world. They had superheroes already. You didn't need any background.
I know who's super excited about that, Jordan, is Brandon right now. Brandon's all about that world right now. I saw it all over his face. He's all about it. He's like, fuck yeah, throw me into the Superverse.
Superverse.
But jokes aside, Megalopolis, did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
So what do you think, man?
Chinese theater in Hollywood, California.
Does it deserve
it was fun to see
the tour?
It was fun to see one time. Like, one time was great. And I don't know what he's expecting. Like, there's going to be enough people that liked it so much that they're going to want to go again. And with him doing a Q&A.
Yeah.
And I love that he's touring, though. It's just funny that a director is doing a tour. Is it a world tour or just a country tour?
It's just a country tour right now. He'll make it a world tour eventually. Okay. He's starting country, but he did pull it. Like I remember we first talked about it a couple weeks ago. I think you were here when we talked about when they were like, we're gonna do this tour, and then like all of a sudden, like people, I talk about it online, and people are like hitting me up hard. They're like, well, it was over in this country, but then they pulled it. They pulled it all for this tour.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Well, he's got to make the wine money back. He sold his wine company or whatever, a part of it or something, to make the movie. So he's got to make that money back.
And Jonathan, somehow. I was an Ant-Man Quantumania, so just don't trash an Ant-Man too much. I love Paul Rudd, Quantumania. Make some money, guys. But I'm going to say, though, it's a crazy thing, though. And the fact that he's trying to make more money by a tour, but also trying to like make some prestige about it is interesting to me. As a writer, what do you think about that script, though?
I don't know. A part of me wants to see like the full, like I'm sure there's like a 4-hour cut or something.
He said there was.
Like a lot. It seemed like a lot got cut, not only from the script, but from like a fully edited movie. They had to get the runtime down. So I don't know. Part of me would love to see an extended cut. It was I always say about Megalopolis, it's like the most expensive indie movie because he financed it himself and
stole his wine companies.
Yeah, didn't go to any kind of other people for money. So in a way, it's an indie movie, and it's just kind of a very high budget indie movie. So good for him for being so proud and believing in his project so much that he feels the need to like do a whole tour about it. Will I go see it when it comes to LA for the tour? Probably not.
It's not the worst movie though by any means. It's just an odd concept, And Jonathan, the Plastic Man movie is happening. James Gunn's working on it, just so you know. But
he's doing the same thing. He's doing the same thing that Louise Parker's kid is doing, just on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Self-financing and getting the lighting wrong
and putting it out there. Brandon, also, like I want to ask you about because like a big thing we've been talking about is like it's a weird thing to say, but the Abyss. Like you think about that, like there's so much drama about the Abyss. They're pulling it off Disney Plus. Do you think that should be this big of a deal?
I mean, I don't think it's right to like harm animals. I mean, they probably did like almost drown a rat for the sake of the movie. So it's like, I don't think that's right at all, honestly. Like,
can you believe that it slipped into a 4K version, though? It was pulled from theatrical. It was pulled from, like, all the DVD releases, but somehow it's in the 4K version. That feels like someone just wanted to fuck with the world.
Well, didn't he also almost drown one of his actors?
Yep. I did hear that before.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think maybe that's what happens when you give a guy absolute power and to do whatever he wants and with no checks or balances. So I'm not the biggest James Cameron fan, but like, yeah, dude, it doesn't surprise me that he almost killed a rat on set for in the name of entertainment. And not just like, I get like, yeah, exactly. Like scientific research, I get maybe experimenting on animals, but not for just a stupid movie. Like, come on, man. Like,
one last thing,
use a puppet. Use a puppet or something.
Yeah, right. One last thing before I go to GR is this. I want to ask you about this Tarantino movie. It's like we talked about it multiple times. It's like Tarantino's film directed by somebody else. Do you think that'll be fine? Will he still encapsulate what Tarantino wanted for that vision?
Oh yes, I'm sure there's a bunch of legalese in the contract that says like, do not mess with the script at all, verbatim. You
can't change a word.
Every line must be read as written. I'm sure there's all these kinds of stipulations because, he's letting his baby go. And, we should all be so lucky to have that kind of deal. $20 million isn't hurt either. Yeah,
who would I'd take that 20 fucking million. GR, would you take that 20 million too? Do you think that's fine that like Fincher's doing this? Do you think he can give Tarantino that justice? Come on, GR.
Yeah, he will. But he's going to. Hey, it's 20 million. I'll take 20 million. I'd make it.
Of course you would. What about Feige? You think that Feige's actually walking away, GR?
Nah, fucking chance in hell.
I just don't see it happen. You were pretty vocal about Fantastic Four as well. Is there any world in this universe that you think that the second one's actually greenlit this early? No.
In a word from Hollywood, no.
And the biggest thing, though, R. Kelly, you think he'll get out? You think that he'll appeal and actually get out? This sounds like a big corruption case, GR. Big corruption case. He's insinuating, he's alleging. Is that even possible?
Pedophiles don't do well in prison. If he doesn't get shafted soon, I'd be shocked. But the bitch is going to stay where he is and probably die there.
I just can't imagine him getting out. I just can't imagine it. Pep Star.
There's no reason to get him out.
I just don't see a fucking reason. I mean, like, he's there. We proved him guilty. He's in jail. Like, if someone's going to try to murder him, then the USA put me in solitary confinement. Figure that out, you know?
Him and R. Kelly, P. Diddy and R. Kelly
Brian,
go in the same place.
They should. They should.
That'd be great.
He didn't get that much pleasure. He's a pedophile, and Brian, bottom line is pedophiles get 1 hour outside every day by themselves. They don't get any interaction with other prisoners. So can he get killed? Yeah, but the odds are real slim.
If they're together,
they're going to segregate that man.
Pep Star is very vocal right now. Pep Star, how do you feel about this?
Listen, if you look at that tape of him dragging that girl down the aisle in the hotel, that's enough. Enough is enough.
I agree, Pep Star.
Yeah. Put him with R. Kelly. Put him with R. Kelly.
Yeah, let R. Kelly pee on him.
His name's P. Diddy already.
If you put them two together, they'll do a concert and make the prison money.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go, Pep Star. There you go. And you know what, though? If he was going to, like, you know, you said in your hot takes, but he shouldn't pee on anybody, right, Pep Star?
He shouldn't. And the name of the tour would be I Believe I Can Lie.
And I mean, Pepe's probably peed on several people. So.
Hey. I don't do that to people. I pee on 3 fire hydrants. And
Not just the trees and the fire hydrants.
Okay. My bad.
But Pep Star, one more thing before we move on, because I know that you love Masters of the Universe. Is he your He-Man, Pep Star?
I like him. I think he can get the job done.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see, Pep Star.
I just want to see Skeletor. He-Man's a dude in a loincloth. Let's see that special effects on Skeletor.
I agree. Guys, before we move on, I'll say that one thing, because the Jared Leto thing is crazy. He has allegations of those underage girls saying that he tried to, like, SA them, and that's a whole thing. And so he's Skeletor. We also have Tron coming out. He's the lead of Tron. That could affect both those movies pretty big. Yeah,
the mouse ain't gonna like this.
Skeletor, though, has kind of become a comedic character. Yeah. In like the meme universe,
the meme world.
Yeah, I wonder how much. I wonder how much. Yeah, they might lean into that.
I meme it.
Yeah, they might, but I mean, I just don't think that. I think it's very problematic. I think it's very problematic with Jared Leto there, and especially with this movie is like a big reboot, and then we have the reboot of Tron 2. That's a lot of reboots.
If you try to start, if it does good. And you try to start a franchise, you're going to have to recast Skeletor, because I'm sure he's done. The fucker's
we'll
canceled.
See. They're allegations, but...
Yeah, but look at James Franco, man. His career is done.
Well, James Franco, I mean, these are allegations again, but I heard a lot of actors that were saying that, you know, he had his acting classes, and they were telling him to get down there in underwear and doing sex scenes and stuff, rehearsals. Like, that's fucked up, man. You know, and even Seth Rogen was like, I will never talk to him again. Seth Rogen said that. I mean, it's allegedly, but Seth Rogen was even like, my best friend, I'm done.
With Jared Leto either. I mean, the dude is freaky. We all can admit that.
Yeah, like, I mean, freaky. It's a big surprise.
And Seth was probably drinking anyway.
It's a huge surprise.
Was it a big surprise?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Brandon. Last week we were talking about him like filling condoms up with it, and then and give them like his crew members. You know,
and I sent him that.
Weren't you there?
What?
Weren't you there?
Yeah.
They used condoms and rats.
Yeah. Weirdos.
Dude, right after we talked about that, the next day those
were the rats filling the condoms, Brian?
I don't know. Pep Star, I know you hate rats, but nobody needs dead rats going to anybody, right, Pep Star?
Nobody. And here's the thing. If he was texting that girl, something's up. So say what you want to say, but if he was texting her, something's up. You say allegedly, but it wasn't an alleged text. It was a text from him.
And the receipts are there. So, Jared Leto, good luck. I want He-Man to work well. And we'll find out if it actually does.
Drink.
Okay, guys. Great quickie.
That was a long quickie.
Yeah, that was a long quickie.
I mean, sometimes
Overtime quickie.
Sometimes you have no idea how long it's going to last, and sometimes it works out great, and sometimes it doesn't.
That's what she said.
That's the story of a quickie, guys.
What's her name, GR? What's her name?
I can't say on the air. I've got to show some class.
You can say any name.
It's called his left and his right.
Pepsi?
No, only the right.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.